Welcome back to Shift Your Shit, Kill Your Fear. My name is Marielle, and let's get you more free and clear today. And we're going to get right into it. I am here again as a remembrance of who you are before the world told you who to be, the conditions, the programming, the masks that you wear that were never yours in the first place, ways to feel more in your control, or ways to feel more safe, or ways to feel like you can belong in this world. But the word belong has the word be. And be is what you're here to be, is experience you at all levels of you and know the parts of you that, again, are not real parts, but just masks, masking the real version of you. So today I'm going to be diving in pretty quickly to an activation. If you've been around, you know that once, yes, I do speak to you about things, but more importantly, I'm here to activate you at deeper levels in your mind and body. And so with every episode here, there's an activation that's going to get you more free and clear, get you more into your possibilities. Instead of feeding the lies of your mind, you get to feed the love and freedom that is you within you. So within, so without, which is one of my favorite sayings here, that when we program, reprogram, and rewrite our narratives in the deeper mind, our bodies, our souls awaken, and our realities shift. Our mind is a projector, and our world is a movie screen. And so whatever we are doing within the deeper mind is what is truly controlling the reality of what is happening outside of you. As we continue to mold and shift the mind in ways that we want to relate to it, then the relating of others, of people, of situations completely change before our eyes. So when we release to realize with our real eyes, that is where the magic of you comes through. So with that being said, today I may trigger or activate you. That's why I am here, because again, that soul is ready to awaken even more, or you wouldn't be even listening to this right now. So without further ado, we're going to get into the big topic of giving and receiving, led by then an activation to really see where you're at with this and to open your vessel, your best soul, up for more. Giving and receiving, and just even noticing in your mind and body right now how you're showing up to these two words that are just words, but every word that we have in here have a frequency to them. Some of us can hear a word and feel completely triggered, and some of us can feel neutral to a word, and some of us can feel good about the word. Even one word can all do that to someone differently. So today, this word giving, how does that feel in the mind and body? So I'm just gonna have you do a quick check-in, you're closing the eyes, and just repeating the word giving and seeing what shows up, if anything, the sensations in the mind or body. Maybe it's a memory or a visual representation or a movie reel that occurs with this word giving. What comes to mind for me is The Giving Tree, and that book, if you've read it, is a really interesting book because we'll go into another episode about interpretations, but the idea of interpretation is that really it's whatever we're interpreting something as. The Giving Tree, although maybe is a child's book about the idea of giving and that being a beautiful thing, where this tree is giving everything that it has to this little boy that at the end has nothing left to give. One could say that was so honorable and beautiful, but one could also say that it depleted the tree and the tree couldn't even give anymore because it gave all of it away. Our deeper mind might fear that if we give too much, we're going to, again, not have anything left. And a lot of us also have a program that we need to be giving to be okay, or to be accepted, or to be loved. So again, two different interpretations, even right there with this word giving. So with that being said, now I want you to check in with the word receiving. So go ahead and close the eyes and just notice what sensations, what thoughts, what maybe movie reels or scenes or memories come up with the word receiving. And then when you're ready, you can come on back. And you can also pause me anytime and really sit with both of these words even more to see what really is showing up for you in your deeper mind and body. But this word receiving, we have two hands, we have two ears, we have two eyes, two nostrils, we have a lot of twos. And the idea is that we are here to give and receive. And a lot of times there is a misimbalance with these two because one of them you're feeling a little bit, you might say more you, but a lot of times a mask of you. Because again, it's the thing that you realized makes you feel more comfortable and in control. And we are here to open and expand through the fear, through the limiting beliefs. So with that word receiving, how well do you receive? How well do you give? How is that connection with both? Is one hand heavier than the other of how you're giving and receiving? Even right now, you might even put your hands up and just kind of notice if one hand, maybe your left, is with giving and the right hand is with receiving. Just kind of check in. How is my giving and receiving? And you might even notice the arms, the hands, one soften, one way down, and kind of seeing, or is it balancing out? And how would you like it to be? If you could choose, would you want one higher than the other? Would you want both equal? And so right now I actually want you to place where you want the hands to be in this connection with giving and receiving, and then bring it to the heart center and take a big deep breath in. Exhale, release. And I want you to repeat to the mind, I am giving and receiving. Just a few times. I am giving and receiving. And when you're ready, you can open the eyes. And now here is for the deeper shift and maybe the activation within you, that a lot of people have an easier time actually with giving than receiving. And here's a way of thinking. Giving is actually you in your power and control. So for many of us that like to feel like we're in control, giving, you are in that power position because you have a knowing, it's not an unknown of what you're putting out there. So many of us can mask behind a lot of giving because it does feel like this illusion of control, or at least this knowing. Now, receiving can be really vulnerable, where there's surrender, where there's trust, where there's letting things come through that you have not pre-planned or figured out or in knowing about. So I'm going to do this activation with you because most people, again, having a harder time with receiving. And you might say, I do a pretty good job with receiving, but this activation today I intend for you is going to help shift you into more of that receiving. And here's the thing, when we are open to receiving more, we have more to give. And that's the beauty of being able to receive so that we can give more and circulate love, light, connection with each other. So go ahead and close the eyes or soften the gaze and just take a big deep breath in and deep breath out. And let's start with that mantra again. I am giving and receiving. Because it's like the recycle sign. It's both and that allows the circulation of our beings and of the world to continue, to relate, to connect, to grow, to become, and to be one. I am giving and receiving. And now we're going to focus on this receiving. We're going to loosen the reins of control or of the known. And all we're going to do now is just notice yourself being offered a $100 bill by a stranger. They walk up to you and they go, here, I want to give this to you. Notice what shows up in your mind and body right now. Thoughts, sensations, feelings, judgments. Maybe there is a heaviness or a lightness, an impulse, a response, or a reaction. And notice whatever occurs, but now I want you to do it again, but in a way you'd like to receive it. And if it already wasn't that way, turn it up even more. Of maybe appreciation, Or this a feeling of course someone would offer me that. Why not? Make it fun, make it playful, make it expansive and open, not through fear, not through a lack mindset of I don't deserve this, or why me, or maybe it makes you uncomfortable to receive because you feel like they're losing out by giving it to you. But again, those are all noise. This version of you that would accept it in gratitude, appreciation, and also not with any need to do anything in return, but just be grateful. And again, right now we're just doing the dance of the mind of noticing what's showing up within all these different real sensations, thoughts that occur. It's just to see where our vessel is at this receiving right now. And again, feel free to pause me if you want to continue to dance with what is occurring and what has been occurring that we're continuing to shift even now. And now someone gives you a compliment. It could be about your personality, something you do or did, something about you physically, mentally, emotionally. And now notice, how do you receive it? Do you brush it off? Do you take it in? Do you let it in? And just notice what first occurs. And then now I want you to shift it to, how would you like to respond? The version of you without any conditions, programmings, masks, how you were taught to respond to things like that. That maybe denying it made you more personable or humble, versus accepting it, making you more powerful, and the person appreciating you accepting. It's like a gift. Almost like the $100 bill. It's the same thing. Do you deny it or do you let it in? What are stories that show up that if you let it in, it would mean what? It's just a story, it's just a narrative. And now let's increase you allowing it to come through you, and not only bringing light to your own vessel, but to the person that sent it to you. To receive. Thank you. And now one more moment of receiving where someone asks if they can do a favor for you, or let me get the door for you, or I can pick up something for you, or let me do that errand for you, or let me fix that thing for you. And notice now how that is showing up in the mind and body. Do you receive it? Do you brush it off? What's the comfort in mind and body with this offering, this gift? And then how would you like it to be? Change the movie reel in the mind. Again, letting their light shine through to offer this to you, to accept it. What would it be like to just accept, to receive? And again, we'll end with, I am giving and I am receiving. Because again, think about all those situations, those 3 scenarios. Each one of them brings you more light, more love, more spaciousness, more openness to then give in ways. Maybe inspires you to give in acts of kindness to others from that space of someone doing that for you. But if anything, just it reminding you of who you really are, which is this love and light, and to receive, that it inspires you, maybe move some more creativity through you to bring out into the world. It's all a gift. And do we say yes to it? Do we open to it or contract? Do we lean into the fear or the love? We get to decide. One more deep breath in. As you breathe in, I am a giver and I am a receiver. Inhale. Exhale. There might be something that comes to mind that you're open to today in a way that you want to give, in a way that you'd like to receive in the next few days. And just see yourself giving and receiving in these ways. Notice your breath. And notice what color shows up that represents I am a giver and I am a receiver. Maybe it's two different colors dancing together, or one or many. Just see this color. Take a big deep breath in, breathe it through the nose. And exhale, send it to every space and place in your mind, body, soul, spirit. And from there, let your light and love shine through with the rest of this new you shining through, seeing what opportunities come to you through you of giving and receiving, releasing and surrendering the control to receive, to be vulnerable, but also be in your power to give in such beautiful ways that align to your soul. I am sending you so much love. As always, you got this. And I'd love to hear from you. What was the easiest one to receive with the scenarios, and what was the hardest one? And what shifted within you? What colors showed up for you? And continue to just be you. Beyond the masks, beyond the lies, and more into possibilities, freedom, your limitless soul. You got this, and I will see you next time.